Welcome to Experience Online Testing Georgia. This website provides the opportunity to practice with Georgia Milestones items and tools in the test engine. We'll show you how to navigate through a test, use available tools, where to find help, and how to respond to questions. To get started, open a Google Chrome browser and go to gaexperienceonline.com. Then click Test Practice and Online Guides. Depending on your grade or course you are looking to practice, look under End of Course or End of Grade. Select Online Tools Training. Then choose the appropriate version of the practice test for your testing needs. We'll start by signing into a Grade 3 practice test. When taking an actual test, this page will show your information. Select Continue. Then select the test section name. This might take a minute. Be sure to read the test directions. Use the next and back buttons to navigate through the directions. To begin, select Begin the test. The questions will usually appear in the middle of the screen. Above the test question is a set of helpful tools including the pointer, cross-off tool, highlighter, notepad, magnifier, line guide, and masking. We'll walk through these tools shortly. The top left corner of the question screen shows the test name, student information, and question number, along with the next, back, and go to question buttons. We'll walk through the top right corner of the question screen later in this video. For some questions, the screen is split into two panes with a passage where information on the left and the test question on the right. Be sure to read the entire question or passage before responding to any test questions. Use the scroll bar on the right to see the rest of the passage. After you have responded to a question, select the Next button at the top left corner of the screen to move on to the next question. If you need to go back to a question after you have responded, select the Back button. To move quickly to any question on the test, select the down arrow next to the question number, and select the question you desire. Help is available to you during your test. To use help, select the question mark icon in the upper right corner of the screen, and choose Help from the menu. The Help library has information to assist you with how things work in the test, like tools, navigation, and other features of the test. You may read this information at any time while taking the test. If you are unsure what a button is for, select the What's This option. A question mark will appear over all tools and features that contain helpful information. When you see the question marks appear, select one of them to open the Help library. To close Help, select the Close button. By default, the pointer tool is active when you begin. It is used to select answers, as well as to select other tools and features. The pointer will change to a finger when moved over answer bubbles or clickable buttons. You can use the cross-off tool to narrow down possible answer choices. It is only available on questions with answer bubbles. To use, select the cross-off button. Then, select an answer you believe is not correct. Select the answer again to remove the X. Select the cross-off button again, or select the pointer button to stop using the tool. To answer multiple choice and multiple select questions, you must still use the pointer. You can use the highlighter tool to highlight important information. Select the tool and choose Use Highlighter. You can highlight most text and images within a question. To remove, select the highlighted information. Or, select Clear All, to remove all highlighting on the page. You can use the notepad to place a short note for your own reference. You can move it anywhere on the screen, or, you can resize the notepad. To close the notepad, select the Close button. The notepad button will change to a box with two lines when you have entered text. To reopen, select the notepad button. You can add additional notes as needed. You can use the magnifier tool to enlarge a part of the screen. There are different levels to choose from. The scroll bars allow you to move around within a question. You can respond to the question or use other tools while zoomed in. Select the magnifier button, then click off to turn off magnification. Use the line guide tool to help you track a single line of text. Dragging the blue handle, you can move the line up and down through the text. To close the tool, select the line guide button, or press the escape key on the keyboard. You can use masking to cover up part of a test question. Select the masking tool, then click Add Mask. A mask will appear in the upper left corner of the screen. You can move it to a different location. You can also resize it. You can add up to 6 different masks at a time. Select Close to delete a single mask. Select Show or Hide Mask to hide all visible masks, or show all masks you have previously hidden. Depending on your grade or course, additional tools will be available. You can practice using both the basic and additional tools when signed into your practice test. For more information about the tools, use the help library in your test. You can use the calculator to assist with calculations necessary to answer questions. To use, select the calculator tool. It is the button with an image of math symbols. You may have access to a basic or a scientific calculator. Select the buttons, or use your keyboard to enter numbers and operations. You can move the calculator to a different location on the screen if needed. Select the calculator button again, or the close button to stop using the tool. The graphing tool performs calculations and produces graphs. To use, select the graphing tool. Use the keyboard to enter numbers and symbols. The result of the calculation will be shown in a box in the low right corner of the input area. Enter X and Y variables as needed. The graph will be displayed on the grid to the right. Use the References tool to access materials available for your test. To use, select the References button, and then, if more than one reference or formula sheet is available, choose the one you want. You can move the reference to a different location on the screen if needed. Select the References button again, or the Close button to close the tool. The periodic table of the Elements tool might be useful in answering some questions. Select the periodic table icon to open it. To view more details about an element, select the Elements box. It will open in a new window. The boxes can be moved to different locations on the screen. To close, select the X on the element box or periodic table. Depending on your grade, you can use the Measurement tool to access either a ruler or a protractor. To use, select the Measurement tool button. The ruler or protractor will appear on the screen. You can move the tool by dragging and dropping it to different spots on the screen. You can also rotate it as needed. To close, click the Close button, or the Measurement tool button again. Here is an example of the protractor. To pause the test, select the Pause button shown on the top right of the screen. A test can be paused for up to 20 minutes before automatically logging out. Select the Resume button to continue testing. You can use the Flag button to mark a question you want to review later. The Flag button will turn red as a visual reminder. You can also see flagged questions using the Go to Question button. Questions you have flagged for further review will be shown with a flag above the question number. Flags do not need to be removed prior to submitting the test. Select the Review or End Test button to see all the test questions. You will see which questions are flagged for review. You can return to any question by selecting the question number, or the Return to Questions button at the bottom of the page. When you select the Review or End Test button, the Review Test screen opens. If you have left a question unanswered or if you have flagged a question as a reminder, the review page will display these questions. Select Return to Questions to return to the most recent question. If all answers are completed, and there are no flagged questions, the screen will display you have answered all questions. When you have finished your review, and are ready to finish the test, select the End Test button. When you are ready, select Submit. We will now walk you through available online accommodations. For additional information, select the Help button when in a test. The audio player is available to those who qualify. To practice, choose a practice test with audio, color contrast and color chooser. The audio will begin to play as soon as you navigate to a question. The audio player buttons allow you to control the text being read. You can stop, pause, or restart the audio at any time. Select the Starting Points button to start the audio from a chosen point. Then select one of the blue circles to start audio from that location. Select the Options button in the upper right corner of the screen. Then select Audio Settings to adjust the audio player if needed. Video sign language is available to those who qualify. To practice, choose a practice test with video sign language. The directions, questions, and answer choices are signed in American Sign Language. To use, select the VSL button, then select the starting points indicated by blue circles to open the sign language video. You can move the video player to a different location on the screen. The video can be viewed as many times as needed. It can also be paused and moved to a specific point in the video. To close the video player, select the Close button. The Color Preferences option is available to those who qualify. To practice, choose a practice test with audio, color contrast and color chooser. The availability of color options will vary based on the accommodations applied. To use the Color Preferences option, select the Options button, and then select Color Preferences. You can move the box if needed. Select the desired color. You can change the color at any time during the test. To close the Color Preferences window, select the Close button. Let's now look at the types of questions you might see and how to respond. Use the pointer tool to respond to multiple choice and multiple select questions. Click the letter associated with the answer choice you think is correct. The bubble will be shaded to indicate that you have selected it. To choose a different answer, click on another answer bubble. You can remove your selected answer by clicking on the shaded bubble. Multiple select questions are similar to multiple choice questions. The difference is you are asked to provide more than one answer. Click on the drop-down arrow for each response option, and then click on the word or phrase that is the best response. You can change your answer if needed. To fill in the graph in response to the question, click in the space above the column that is in line with the number that is your answer choice. You will know you are in the response area when a horizontal blue line appears with your cursor. An entry can be changed by clicking in another area of the column. You can also clear the entirety of your response if needed. Move by dragging and dropping each shape into the column that best describes the shape. You can move answers between columns. Click inside the text entry field to begin typing a response to the question. Notice under the bottom left-hand corner of the text entry field you will see a count of the total possible characters and the total characters you have typed. You can copy, paste, and cut text. You can also use the undo and redo actions. Click Select to enlarge to view the writer's checklist. You can reference the checklist when typing your answer. Click the numbers and symbols needed to enter your answer into the response area above the number pad. You can delete part of your answer, or move the cursor left or right. This is an example of an item that requires graphing a system of equations. You can plot up to 6 closed points to aid graphing two intersecting lines. You can use the undo and redo actions. You can also clear your response if needed. To respond to this item, place your cursor immediately above the corresponding position on the number line, and click. An X representing the number will appear. Repeat for all remaining numbers. You can enter more X's than numbers, so it is important to count that you have the same number of X's as numbers to plot. And those were some basics to get you started. For more information, review the help library and the documentation on the Experienced Online Testing Georgia website. Have fun exploring.